Hey everybody, Quad Nines here. Haven't been up real long. I went to a midnight pre-release. It was pretty fun. It's the first midnight pre-release I've been to since RTR. So the store I was at, or I played at when I lived in Tuscaloosa, didn't really do them. And the last one I went to, I had to drive like an hour to go to. Uh, the town I just moved to, they had what they usually have them. I don't know if they're having any more, but we had like I don't know, like 25-ish people, because there was an odd person. I think 25 or 27, something like that. My deck was not what I like to play. I wanted playing red white. I'll try and put a picture of it somewhere. But I did open a Watley from Ixalan and opened up the red white flying uncommon dinosaur from Ixalan, and opened up the red white uncommon from Rivals of Ixalan, the 3/3 vigilance that always attacks and blocks. Anyway, so I had three red white cards that were pretty strong, and I just opened up a bunch of red aggressive pirates and a couple other good dinos. So that's how it went. The first round, let me see, the first game, the first round, I got my opponent down to 5, even though I drew 15 of my 16 lands in my top 23, 24 cards, something like that. Anyway, they would have died, but they had 3 of the I think it's 2 mana, give -2/-2, gain 2 life. So they would have died, but they wound up at 5 after casting 3 of those and killing 3 of my aggressive creatures. And then I just died to they wound up having more flyers than I did. Anyway, the next game, about the same thing happened. I didn't get quite as close. My draw was, once again, I think mold of 5. Pretty bad. Then the next 4 rounds, I won them all. Didn't drop a game. Went 4-0, 2-0 for the net, or 2-0. What was it? Math bad. Won 4 rounds, 2-0 in all of them. So I was happy because the top 8 actually split all the packs, so everybody got 4 packs. There are 2 people that want 401, and like a handful of people. I went 4-1 and a bunch of 3-2s. So yeah, we all got 4 packs. The rivals, so pretty good. And then I also, one of the rounds, or they were giving away like random door prizes. One round I got these John Avon art sleeves from Unhinged. So I'll probably use these at some point. I do love the art. What else? Oh, I picked up one of the Planeswalker dual decks. I got the Vraska one. I don't know why. The Engrath, the Minotaur one probably would be more useful as far as that goes, because the deck I would put her in doesn't really play creatures. So giving them +1/+0 doesn't really do anything. But anyway, I'm going to flip the camera around and open some packs real quick. Yeah, so I hope you can see this deck is, like I said, it wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It's very aggressive, but I don't have any 4-drops. I got Watley, like I said, and these 2 dinos were actually very good. This one being able to get in with Vigilance most of the time, pretty great. I had some sweet combos with this where I would actually put Tillinolly's Crown on it. It deals the damage to it, but then I deal 3 to them, and then it's got +3/+0 and trample. So yeah, that was pretty fun. I got to kill somebody with that, and then I actually fire cannon blasted my own creature to deal the last 3 to kill in one game. Also, one time a Swaggering Corsair was a 3/3. I put Tillinolly's Crown on it, and then I gave it Buccaneer's Bravado. So it had, what was it? It was it wound up being a 7/4 trampling double strike. Not bad. Ended a game like that. They're not really in focus over here, but yeah, these Daring Buccaneers, sometimes I had to pay 3 mana for them, but occasionally, one game I got to play one on turn 1, revealing the second one. Turn 2, I revealed the second one. I played the second one, revealing the Swagging Corsair. So, and then turn 3, I swung with both of them and then played the Corsair. So on turn 3, they were at, I'd already done 6 damage, and then I had, 7 power on board? So that game ended pretty quickly. And I had Luminous Bonds and Fire Cannon Blast in my hand. So that game, like I said, ended very quickly. Like I said, the deck was pretty fun. except when I drew the first match where I just drew all my lands. So, and it was like I kept a 3-land 4-spell hand, and then for the rest of the game I drew 11 lands 4 spells. So, you know, it's not impossible, but it was not as likely as me just draw an equal mix. Okay, so let's crack some packs. That's enough talking about that. Hopefully, I got 2 of these packs, of course, from the Planeswalker deck. I saved you the trouble of watching me fumble through that. Okay, so Woodland Stream, Forerunner of the Heralds, Oathsworn Vampire, and Warkite Marauder. Put that right over there. I had about 15 cards for a really good Merfolk deck, but didn't have any other playable blue or green, and really couldn't splash anything much. I could have played like a 6/6/5 mana base or something like that, and be able to splash some black removal, but it would have been bad. So another Forerunner of the Heralds, Forerunner of the Coalition, and Kumina's Awakening. Oh yeah, this is one that each player draws a card. If you have a 6 place instead, you draw a card. Nice. So yeah, that would be. I would have loved to have had that in any kind of blue deck. Just kind of control the game out, maybe make a bunch of tokens, and then every upkeep you draw an extra card. So that would be nice. Had one guy that opened up 3 mythics. No, they're all like 7 and 8 mana dinosaurs, and he died horribly some games. So some games he got him out, and it was just nasty. Luckily I didn't. When I played against him, he just died. Forerunner of the Legion, Jungle Creeper, Famished Paladin. Feels like a full in this pack. Vona's Hunger. So yeah, could be good. And okay, so I just thought it was a full, not a full. Vona's Hunger. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. If you have City's Blessing, instead each opponent sacrifices half the creature cities you control, rounded up. It's not great. It's okay. Forerunner of the Legion. Flood of Recollection. Yeah, somebody's doing nasty things with this. Was able to return River's Rebuke with it one time, so that's kind of it. Pride of the Conquerors. Yeah, it's a pump spell. Okay. Azor. Nice. If for some reason I was to play Standard, it would probably be a deck in which I get to basically Sphinx's Rev on a 6/6 flyer, so that'd be fun. But since you can just play a 4 mana uncommon and kill Azor, I don't know how viable that is. There's been rants about that. I won't go into it, but yeah. Sea Red, Everdawn Champion, Expel from Arazka. Yep. And Time Stream Navigator, another mythic. Sweet. And this is one, I don't know, I kind of like it. You take an extra turn. You can only do it if you have 10 more permanents, but that's sweet. Huh. City's Blessing. There we go. But yeah, I mean, it's a 1/1 for 2, which is horrible, and it costs 4 to activate. And then you put it on the bottom of your library. But you don't exile it. So, a lot take extra turn spells now exile themselves. This isn't exiled. It just kind of puts it away. But I'm sure there's ways you could do the Pirate Search card, put it on top of your deck, like play that afterwards and just get it back. So that could be fun. Forerunner of the Empire, Siren Reaver. Yeah, Reaver. Okay. Needletooth Raptor. Well, I wouldn't mind having that guy. That's 4 mana. And Dire Fleet Poisoner. This card I saw some people do some dirty things with. So, anyway, well, no fools, but got two mythics, and that would have been a heck of a pool there. I'd played Esper for that. A lot of Ascend. I did have some decent pirates, but like I said, just not enough to play black-red. My black was a lot of sideboard cards, a lot of expensive cards that kind of did nothing. And I really did like some of the Open Watley and 2 red-white uncommons. So that's kind of why I went the way I did. Yeah, I guess that's all for now. But I hope you had fun at your Prerelease if you got to go. And hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.